he copied it from what he saw on Western. From social media, from mass media,
and classified content.
Yes.
DNA national classification authority. Classification.
So one copy and free in the Yenny papa. West if one young man or media ya no more too much if a no effect. Any dress in a free West ever. And no anything.
Talking about dressing, and I mean raising is becoming a trend. That's an opinion from I'll come back to you then.
Okay.
That there is a disturbing trend on TikTok, especially social media in general, where schoolgirls in secondary school, especially, on begging on school of commandment, no more share their uniforms. No more in groups, no more their pose. What we need a picture now video. In a related development, one of the deputy directors of the National Commission on Culture has been complaining. Let me read the story from the Daily Graphic. The National Commission on Culture, NCC, has voiced strong disapproval over the rising phenomenon of cross-dressing among male content creators in Ghana, condemning it as a blatant affront to the nation's cultural and moral foundations. The National Commission's concerns were intensified by there was a program commencing since then, content providers, content creators, almost share mad idea and now the call. In an interview with the Daily Graphic, Deputy Executive Director of the National Commission on Culture, Dr. Richardson Omefio, expressed deep concern about what he described as a disturbing trend. He said it was troubling to see individuals in the name of content creation promote cross-dressing and a practice he said was strongly disapproved of by Ghanaians, and it goes on and on and on. It's not only about the content providers, the creators, and both. I'm talking about it's becoming a trend. And I wonder if, the house mistresses, the headmasters, the teachers of these schools are not seeing their school uniforms trending on social media. Just a presenter. I have two more than you for the man of the Makwe ginger chips and powder. The man popular phone number in this country, Reverend Dr. Counselor Cyril Cassiston George Luford. No more.
Major so Halifax. Now what here? To say my few visa, me who actually visa.
Last week I hear who you.
Charlie, system ne banisa. Last days are dangerous. You know that by the 5th of October, we're doing the 3G awards in the United States of America.
I didn't say it.
Charlie, so I'm world small last
minute. Which state is this?
We're doing New York, Yonkers to be precise. This is the 13th edition. Is that? Yeah, it's the oldest award in the United States of America so far. And we are doing the 13th edition. And they say we have a lot of illustrious Ghanaians going, and then some from West Africa.
And that award is called
the 3G.
3G media award. Who are you awarding? Why are you awarding?
We are awarding people for their hard work in society. Jumedia Omwedi Bibli Ewo Omainimu last year, into 2023 into 2024. The share Juma Wire, near share, Unyuman getting away. I saw Omaineni. I research over cheap.
And it's happening next month.
It's happening next month, the 5th of October.
New York.
British say, yeah, but it's good. It's good. In school, we award this year figure. Kasum Scenari in the media, Bella Samoa, Emza Lewin, Mr. Rijakoti, a lot. Even in West Africa, we're having Dangote this year too, also picking an award for his effort and the 4 Nigerians as well. Into this year, they are very there. You nominate Yankasa Honorable, but them say, Nekonaye, Wachibini. 3 years now, nominating for Bibio Futu. And I had the Bibia stories in the Abre, I can't say Honorable Baja to Naya. Eti boy who the ABB kama kamanti ene mako chim kakra ba maba kakra o hanu wako and I'm say Ghana man no Washington DC and so you beto aso sa etem ho this year akọdọ the winning match no Calibas has lost so Kotoko is going to play the DC 10 hey last year it was something else our Busu Shango. I don't know what happened this year too. So it's going to be fun in America with GTA behind. And this one is also proudly supported by GTA as well. Alibas, my observation, but there's something that I'm seeing going on. I think Socrates Safo, I can't send be Saturday. Say more launch then. What's in microphone on the car? The
mic is in front of you.
Kafra. Or see more launching microphone on the. What can I say? Wanderlust. Okay.
Countries.
Yes.
Pieces.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Said that on me and say one I interview and boy. Who did I interview?
No, you did an interview here.
You interviewed me, and I made a statement. Say, "Oh my idea about Mabaso, but it was a negative risk of take here." And now, I met
a man who called in yesterday. He even made reference to the interview.
But Walivas.
Councillor, Kasana was sending message of us.
And our friend Gidi or Nimi Tuswa. Watching. So whatever I said that they were supposed to do, Emma safety and their lives. Say Omedu embassy biano na rep ho nim say Ghana for nam kwan so ba ye share won na de omkito mama because omo kwa insu omunum like they should do a lot of branding. Say finally the mekan na omo ankote ase GTA fo aso ama ye ne so mo ye interviews the mekan nyom e Halifax
speaking to the mics I'll find some
yeah Charlie when go he coach le but nene hu wolo le I'm saying like finally that conversation we had, I see that is what is happening now. I don't know when they are taking up, but the people so my interview. But
so basically, you mean they are now branding Ghana more
better? Radio get results. And the Bufuna Yadikasa said, meaning the American. Why are they practicing what I said? But I'm happy. Say radio have gotten results, and this time we say the effect on Benya were women a bit greater. Now my are joining. Yes, some can say first, no more personal thing. But I think now it's become more Ghana. And the car when the buy say a brand come who Gino Crass Gino tomato paste. Can home baby. You know that's what I'm talking about. Now come buy a coin so mebre and me Socrates. 1 packet of 1 page ginger chips. No fancy card. No more fanco. Nam the stick and summer. No the abocan or what it.
You know there is a difference between Ghana ginger and the others.
But that's all.
I don't know if you observed it.
Oh, we need.
Anyway,
so I'm going to give them something to support them on the way with the ginger honey chip because this is all I want. Near Ghana and all the embassies should be ready to embrace them. Thanks to Mr. Akwesi Ajiman. His name will get finished.
I promise I'll back and get.
That'll be very good. The time was I saw them this morning too. But I think that they are bad books, but they are doing what I want. That's okay. Halifax, in the first place, you see, it takes a village to raise a child. Probable.
It takes a village
to raise a child. Yes. A proverb that is an African proverb. And we didn't guard it. Yambo buying in the man nene crofone. Well, yeah, the man nene crofone no me no child rights. Send in a cool school. Oko sua de saa no. O Cambra for 10 years ba. On ka for English. Group no and I say ain't almost a son child rearing or child raising, from child raising to zookeeping and poultry farming.
No, child raising, child training, child discipline.
It's not zookeeping and poultry farming.
You mean with breeding?
Alebi nature lawyer. Alebi nature doctor. Alebi neke shika bashin. Obi anonyo ke doctor ko ne nyashin difu. Blema e benaka.
Your women share doctor via my wife's head now. You go to my yellow and when you go now.
Well, you visit them once a while. I live with them.
Anyway.
And there are some you hardly find a show. Some look at doctor when they done because it's part of the upbringing. And charity begins at where? Home. Halifax, when free SHS came, the student misbehaved. And I was waiting. Many His Excellency the President. I don't know if you remember that story.
I remember very well.
I wanted all of them to be severely punished through the Buster home. But it didn't work. What for?
I remember when the school started to discipline them. Exception of society politicized it. The president said it should be left alone.
Then they wrote a letter. But why should we think of politics? Should politics divide us? Make him be here. They make him be here.
Say, I say, in a prince and then we say 6 things. And so we get video, and nobody told you. Publish the insults. And I said, no, society said in
well, nobody is bigger than the law. You are building computer center. I'm saying, Musi Bibi in Coswell School, move to the computer lab, vandalize them, and you allow them to go. What's the Buster home doing there? Even the boys in the Buster home now, I want to ask, Minister Weshi Omuda, Zoom lion sweeping now. Then they are begging on the street, and the prison officers are watching them. What are they going to use the money for? No, I don't understand it. I see the officers watching the boys instead of sweeping, and they are coming to car, begging for money. What are they going to buy? Because our taxes are feeding them. When they collect the money, what are they taking it to? They are supposed to be at the Buster home for reformation. It is a new time. I want engineer so ben and kola we wo. Omi abofra boni. However, minim say minim menyin kakra buma ko menim. But first no ya de na see e no be ko abofra boni school. Hey, my brother. Because the description of abofra boni school was amabo come me fan. O was at to Robaka school, you know. So they keep giving you the signal. I can't go to problem. Don't know, mommy. Don't know about it. You know that kind of movement. And
it was that fear.
It was fear, and the fear was that the teacher was revered. He has the right to punish. Even when we got up to 6, okay, 6 for maybe 4, the SPs were given right to K. I don't know if you're. Then I will remember. sorry. Well, I have a share code in my sister of getting senior say, oh yeah, they give us the right to whip. Well, yeah, you are whipping. And so the boho is not to challenge. The word boho over boho. So even your colleague student who is a senior, you have respect for your colleague senior. How much more a housemaster? How much more your class teacher? And when they say they are disciplining you, it is a discipline that will be a deterrent for other students never to practice what you did. Sakura. You know Sakura? My mother was my baba. And the boys gathered and said, okay, no, so there's a haircut. Top you. So the boys did it. Top you. Then Opoku, the boys called Opoku. Opoku just called the people and did all of them. Then when he got to my tent, he did everything and led the small one there. I was not watching the mirror. Now I'm going to share again. This is the last one. Because how dare you give your head to somebody? So I said the way they have done it, the only way I say, I'm going to use small one now. Na enye Sakura. Calibas me go do fie. The running order in my house was Ufi school bar, they did kind. You will school atade. You will fear atade fana she. Kwa humana so nyama o ma mi esi no. Koyi bobo na chichegu rubber bowl na ye esi o. Na fa kosio. The next thing kwa na kodi aduane a ya set ato. Ya ye gari ni si kire na abedi. Untumi kodi gari ni nkwan. This were standard of operation SOPs at home. Who you know, you bought 3:30 kodware. Your homework. 4:30 fanso she just wo report so. Unwahe but set the co-pot exactly 4:30 for mommy to come. Obana banku no beka. Obana my and it was a practice. There's a portion of the house that after tarazo you have to sweep. And this was an order. Unfortunately for moi, because of the Sakura, when I entered the room, near the sitting room, the order was at our fan. As no fan, look at no fan. And before there's also fan. Sitting room, won't mean cushion, Jinya meaningful team to so. And if a Sakura ninti, me do no I say my bread. Nyame say me yen manye. And made me 2 center table. So in less than seconds, we knew that a done by fuel. In what, mother? Madasa, to say me soon that I say, and now be premi, now money. Who is this? Because my mother saw me with the hair. Now I'm home with the hair. At 6:30, they carried me from my house straight to University of Ghana residence. Akwani papa University of Ghana. You go jam was say, almost 15 and kataso. I said, I'll be brief. Akwani papa 2 more no besides. Hey, young man. Hey. What are you doing here? First, I said, what's your name? I said, my name is Cassis Lutrot. And what are you doing here? Would you go home? I said, yes. Opoku, Openewa. Da. Hey, what's the matter? He grabbed my hair. He said, hey, Boku bra. Gavana here, Baba. He removed his belt. Oh my God. They beat Opoku as a Baba too much. And asked him, when are you Timao? Umami. Governor started you go 40. Then he came to me. Hey, who's your friend saying? When we say, we'll be able to shop, Mr. Daddy. Papa, Jimmy, the man beat me. Me, who they have created a trouble. Ali beat me before I asked you, where's your mother? And they had to lobby, brought me home, called the assemblyman. They added assemblyman to go and beg my mother. My mother said, okay, he accepted the fact and they brought me home. I didn't sleep. I know 9 o'clock. My father will come. When my father gets 9 o'clock, they'll report my haircut. So as I was lying down, in no pain on in get car, I'm in trouble. When my father entered, no, there was no telephone by there. They were chocolate. But the rundown was given at the entrance. Obi le ngwe na afi echi ani. Shadow bana kwa ni tiri. Papa ba no frame fi eda no kasiba. Hey, oda. Bia na boku ohi. Bobi office. That's where they order. I've not forgotten. Before I said Jack, 2 has gone already. Ta 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 ta.
What is
Slap!
father slap?
Slap me!
Father slap not amounts to. No, why looking at me with that? I think I'm going to say, guys, I'm going to me. It
amounts to SS.
Child abuse.
No, it's SS. It's SS. Child, you call it child abuse. I remember the Minister of Information sat here.
That's barbaric.
The Minister of Information sat here and told you that what she went through with the mother in selling cocoa and everything, in the current dispensation, they will call it what? Child abuse. But that is what has kept her at the ministry where she is. Yes. They beat me up, they took me to school, and then the headmaster too brought me the next morning when they bring cast this thing and say, "Are you sick?" This is the question they asked at the assembly. I said no, because in those days, when they give you Sakura, it means that you are sick, they are going to put medicine because lice, the man may. No, correct. And the journey back a cranny, you to say Sakura. Cow will come far. I said no, you know, cow will come far. Near shall come far. Near Boduku. To deal with the ABA. So when they see a haircut like that, it means that you are sick. So my headmaster came and asked me, they've come to report me in the morning. So he want to beat me at assembly. And beat Opoku the Baba. And the boys that they Baba. Home affairs. That's called home affairs. So my father came to report me in the morning when they dropped me in school. Then they call assembly. Lutrot. I went, what happened to you? And I narrated the truth. Opoku. Then they called the 4 boys that they barber their hair. Even though their hair were clean. They asked Opoku, do you have a barbering shop? Can you go? That's assembly. The man who whipped me is called Mr. Nsia.
So basically you say
I am telling you the level of discipline that it doesn't end. From home to
your kind of discipline was here induced.
Am I dead?
And that we should rather make the kids understand.
Understand what?
Oh, why they need to do the right thing. And I say, ma omutias here.
And near neck. Hali, and near neck. No, but as it helped us, we don't have the structures. As it helped us, say a guy can flaunt a machete in school uniform. Jesus Christ. Young man, Hali, I went to Accra Mall when they started earlier. Early morning, me train bus I call home. Small boy sit you. You are serving one smell of actually.
Smell of ice, you mean?
Yes, black.
You mean no
in a school uniform.
Almost a school uniform.
Yes.
When I say in the school, I saw
in your school uniform. Oh, I finished them. I did my righteousness. And I followed them to the school. When I got to the school, the next day I went 3 days. The headmaster told me that the GS structure. Oh, I was disappointed. The protocol to be able to touch a child. So the teachers, they are handicapped. Parent Teachers Association is no more. So what is going on now? It is because we have passed a law with no structure. Hey, keep quiet in class. No talking in class. Have you heard it before? When we're going to school, we sweep. Over there. Now before they get to school, it is already swept.
But it's delicious. I know what can answer that. We say now in abuse, structure.
What do you call abuse? Until you people brought this word, we didn't know it was abuse. Define your abuse.
And now if they say on pra, and private to be no question and over class. I mean, you were
yes, so look, okay. And Crawford here, you almost had some about them.
Oh, if you have been born,
Medasi. Now, one femuna, we a child right, child left. But mind you, no child has a right. Every child has a responsibility. You don't have a right.
Every human being has a right.
No. Halifax. So because of child rights, you feel crisis here. We chablo obre. Obeka benku any inquire. Now firstborn, why jollof famano. Now thirdborn, why fried rice and chicken. Now lastborn, Why potato chips ke ocha?
Choice.
Obejomoko da ke oda
The right of preference.
ke oda don't na pre ne friends.
We all see Fufu Johnny.
Why
No banno.
Fufu ndo why go
Akwadano.
obo akohoma.
Baby na endoni kwa any right say opese ondimo.
Oh,
Ndi
no power. Me yeah oat meat be I blend in no money na small one say on mommy why I like custard. You like what? Stand. Now who are here? Border, go, half cup. The guy drank all and he was smiling. Can't feel the guest here. Yes, I was watching the mother. She didn't go and do custard for the way. Has he bought custard? Even in my house, you can't buy custard in my house if you have money. Because look, Halifax, you see, we have something we call delay of gratification. That is what we learned. That is why till today people can insult us and we are managing it. It's delay of gratification. You don't ask for what you want and they give it to you. My mother will go with us after church. We've not eaten. And then I'll see that the woman will do tomato stew and rice. And then they bring Fanta. They count their lines. They want to share. My mother is sitting with them and chatting. Then he will just do this. Blink the I two. The two means into. Then the mother comes. Into. What? We've not eaten. On the way, then he will buy Abelek and Katie. And Abelek and Katie, when she buys, she will not give it to us directly.
Okay.
She will distribute to us small. It's called delay of gratification and discipline.
Land on the discipline master, then I come to the National Commission on Culture Directors issue.
Our problem is that the charity at home has become zookeeping and poultry farming. We are railing the children.
Whose fault?
Our fault.
The hour means
the parents.
Way forward.
Laziness.
Way forward.
The way forward is that we should be able to discipline parents and children.
How?
We came to a time, I remember Thomas Wood, when your mother brings you to school late, you go back with your mother home.
No,
yes.
Well,
you go out here. Yeah, it's written at the gate.
That was traffic.
It's written at the gate.
Will they refund my fees?
It's written at the gate. Who are you going to talk to? At the gate there. The gate is locked. Madina. And we started Thomas Wood. When Thomas Wood started, then Calvary International started. The Prince of Peace started. So now all the big people who come to
if you establish a school today, you want to do this. Opposite your school, another investor will open a school and say, mine, if you come anytime, you are allowed to.
Thank you. Because the structures are not there. Look at what Nene said. A student can go to school with a gun, go and kill and bring the gun back to the parent.
Look at it to the father. Nene, was that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Papa said, Daddy, I was looking for you. Some mates were worrying me in school, but I've sorted it out. So take your gun.
That's it. Can you imagine? Yes. So he was raised with that mentality that this is how you settle issues. But growing up, the last point was that growing up, we're told that when somebody beats you, don't touch them. Come and report to me. So when you beat me, I will go and tell my mom and dad at home that you're beating me. The day I make a mistake and touch whoever is beating me, I am beating again for the person that I beat up. Look, parents should rise up. Get out of the zookeeping and poultry farming and rise up, because charity begins at home, not governance.
Anyway, before Socrates comes in, my kind message, be back, set. Sreboa, baby. Kojo Brian Graham. Nene, you are on point as usual. It's a sad, and everyone seems to be looking on. You try to take any action, you get a so-called human rights activist descending on you. Be real is watching. Charles Young is good on this alley. Kojo Prince Nana Gamon says, I agree with Councillor. Justice Walker Jr., you are watching that video. Anyway, so great.
Okay, we knew what useful contribution I should do to aside me.
You have a lot to say.
Oh yeah. Well, so make a say, no one can in what the quadrant view more a but who receive points in doing so? And also na see then you be drew and say, me no more yadwin, me no cano, me no more yadwin. But problem can create be a woman. A year excesses are always here. Me so Christopher from class 1. I didn't go school. Me can't say me try school. I'm a momo one primary. I also go from class 1. I didn't go school. Me try school one day. And na me yare. But me go school. Me drew honey. You can't say no. Me go feel back. Me be feeling na me home. Like I wasn't feeling. I want to go to the school. So you know what I did? I went to sit at the school compound. Behavior has say. We continue be an say. Your ma break. Enemy name for go diagro. Your we enemy sat na who be. Your point you know enemy be feel. Me person me feel. But you know what? I got to Form 4, and there was one teacher, Mr. Gazy. Ewo Ayalolo one boys. On my me ebo for 1 week. Me boko for 1 week. Na me go school.
You played once.
Yes. Me at Usu. You too free and cry Usu. Na Usu no near 90 from Usu are a back outside of school.
One 90.
90 from because Kaya no. And so
He was working.
outside of more calling and what yeah, Lolo.
You mean
Timber market and also yeah.
So you walk from
Yeah. Every morning, we come about Nancy Akufi. Yeah, really? What Nancy I won't say. Near T, Lulu.
That was exposing the child to danger.
What?
Halifax, but I be more because and you're too free. Lulu near what's now so I near from Sunan.
Yeah.
I read from Ayalolo inside the house. I go in. Too free of them. Your most canna, open Nancy. Yeah.
To protect it. No much is not supposed to be a
Halifax, let me continue. I beg you. Me ye late. I drew school. No ye late. Me drew a compound near Boma. Mr. Gazy, a
Chama.
Yes.
Why two other why?
Me share any meeting. Enemy me Johnny Yebatina. I quit school because your point enemy. No, so many men for 1 week. Me free. No, I be doing my late. But Miss Rosie a bebo me. Why my school no so no? Oba ye bebo for absenting yourself.
So the lateness is one thing.
Yes.
One set of matches.
Yes.
Absenteeism is another set of.
Exactly. Mr. Gazy in the principal, no. Who won the class? Yes. Into one school. Into that fear. Emma may absenting me. One failure, the baby, I didn't miss no. Now failure, increase.
So the intended discipline became counterproductive.
Exactly. And I'm talking about real life experience. Yes. It's your failure, you continue library.
You are becoming a friend.
Yes. You continue library, Makusia dear. And one day, me share me colleague back. We say, oh no, so no much school for about 1 month.
No, also school.
Also, so okay.
Mr. Gazer.
Yes. And me share our library, huh? Me who me yamu share me. And also yamu share no because but near a mommy yaku say for a long time no much school but not share the school at area. And the abaho. And me call me say one school. And also says I was one call. And I just yen na calm down. But or tell me say we share your colleague back home. You see a be gymnastic. It's like the following day, no, your best select your gymnastic into your class. And no, and the mommy called school the following day. Me call anything, there was no class. And I went to join the gymnastic rehearsal. And only saved me. And you started gymnastic training now to say a co-independence we call gymnastic. You buy an HSA, the old the inner wipe out. Halifax. This is my personal experience.
Did it change you from going to school late?
Hold on. I want to get into.
If not for the fear of the cane, I don't know to me. Me personally, fear of the cane. Abana yebe chameno. Because me didn't actually me just any chamana. And I was a brilliant child, and not a brilliant student. And see a board name no, ya mumibi. But here's the case situation now. Me who see a chamana matomo.
Was it meant to make you know how to wake up early?
I think so.
Because you know that women until 1 hour.
Yeah.
Mommy 2 hours earlier.
Yes, Halifax, you are right. You are right. I should have said because me free hoba de biao. Me free if you back school de bia me late. I de bia me ba because
it's also possible say your parents could have spoken with the same culture.
Parents.
Yes.
Me papa sorry for. No abaka tamancho. What my me mama so your mokola. Nti omo sorry a obi a ni obeya ni say we start to hold. Nti obe sorry no ko. Nti time be na me papa e kote na market say my late to school. Hey.
Yes, my area.
Halifax. Area no enye 1 week asem na make no. Ni atino osu for years. Ni me back your school.
Okay.
Nti na enye me go catch them parents kura posi man go school. Hey. One go school ko boko. International. So these are some of the challenges too that we have to consider. I agree. Me, I support everything they say. I don't know what useful thing to add, but I'm also giving you this side of the experience. That's
excessive.
Excessive.
What is excessive?
Halifax.
What is excessive?
William, I can.
Yeah, define excessive.
It's what we that a teacher kills a child and then they are cut all over the child. The child is bleeding.
Is that excess?
Is that excessive? It's maximum force. Is it maximum force?
You know what? When I say I support you, me at Radio Netherlands, me your friends reports there is only one topic I'm failing, and I failed deliberately. I told them, said no, I can't do as you are saying. Your friend feedback. Say you share every weekend you work now. You my feedback. And we have some of the students who are not that good, quote unquote. No be about, oh, I like your piece, it's nice, is this. They say you must praise the person, let the person feel comfortable. Even your chaff crap. They say no. Me, I will tell you what is wrong so that you go and fix it. They say, no. You must encourage them. A billionaire, no more. You're more titi no. You're so encouraging or not.
More room for improvement.
Yeah. But me, dear, me, I'm training people in my studio. Who you mistake? I tell you straight in the face, this is wrong. I will not pamper you. So I was failed, and it's still in my record today. I'm proud to fail. I will not go by this. I wasn't a stubborn student. And I agree with the punishment for what insubordination. The emperor of
and as we can do, promiscuity.
So you can't say man no so the polish
oh campus
abuse
was it sometimes
if not is it not a right of the child to also flaunt a cutlass? Say Sami Ekano. Aquano I want flaunt two cutlass now or one will be asked everybody should keep his distance. So Obisubeka say any right. Oh Hifa. The word excess, the word abuse, they are relative terms.
Yeah.
Me and fire no say because Obi had described say be excess, meaning the bar 10 years. Na mi koko efuo na yusi di mechina kona ubana uye bafia obiti abrochire no see excess abuse. Na yesu ye
child labor.
And by the time I go school, just short one. Me can book be an year. Chapter 7. Every week be a one chapter. Chapter 7. A bad day for Ayola. Now, if you're near my Ayola farm with your pastor, or sorry late because of the or sorry late. I feel that by the time I go concerns you, and by year, and it's a whole lot of troubles for him. The next chapter, I could be next chapter 8. Ayola in trouble. Because when you're trouble with your dada, it will go through school, no, I late. He went through a hell of troubles again. The next chapter 9, you see more trouble. For Ayola. We have a Sunday for Ayola. The next chapter is Ayola in trouble. The next one is more trouble for Ayola.
The point is,
discipline, rigors of life. What shapes a person begins from discipline at the basic level. If that will make a mistake back, normally you wake up at 5 o'clock. Not that no be foul, so now 5 here. Plus 30 minutes will affect you from the house to the school and back to the house. Just 30 minutes we are late in getting out from bed. Now here, in our time, 30 years was one generation.
Yeah.
And then every 10 years is a new generation.
Yeah.
In fact, every 5 years, a new technology
then becomes a generation.
It becomes a generation.
Yeah. So the two of you are saying that we should go back to spanking of children in school.
Real quick.
Corporal punishment is still in the UK. Why are we taking it out of our system?
Well, because now we see when you counsel them.
Counsel.
If you talk to them.
It does not work.
And like you saying.
Halifax.
Yes.
A friend of mine have to rush to my office. Yeah, about Halifax, me say. Madam for be American not sending me message. Message not sending me just say me bani school counseling unit now sending me email. Say me bana ye stress, non-concentration. And so me here my partner. And then year no mumbra na ye ni omuntina singasa. Okotrasia. Akora complain say ne papa de car ketua be si no school.
And he came to the studio concerned with Senyama because you are or didn't want on serious. He said, yeah, one of the cutlass.
They called the man to the office and was telling the man that the child is traumatized, is depressed and confused because he doesn't like the small car the father brings, but he says the father has a big car and doesn't put him in the big car, but only takes him to church on Sunday. So my friend said, and then the counselor was sitting down. He said, he didn't answer. He was watching because he wanted to calculate his words. It's what they have to move koni. He was managing himself and looking at the boy who is counseling him.
But you need the complaint from the child. Even traumatized the
father.
The father was shocked. This was the reason why they sent the email. So he asked, okay. So my child says what? He says you bring him to school in the big car. Okay. So the school buys a fuel in the big car. Where is he? Then he went to bring the boy. He said, brother, son, hey, Junior. Okay, Mini? He said the teacher said, no, we don't do this. He said, hey, madam, what's your head stress? Head stress. Do you know stress? Do you know stress? Never ever send me an email again for this nonsense. Dude, I drive my child to school and he's telling you that he's stressed because he comes in a small car. He will start walking to school.
To no stress.
So you see that you have created a society that is disturbing all of us. You see the structure. Me, my children, my school fees. The last 2 terms, I intentionally told the headmistress that I'm paying the fees too early. The students should be sacked from school. So that they should also experience like a show of school fees.
Yes.
And in their school, they say when they sack you the first day, they will put you in the library. When it goes on, they put you under the tree. When it goes on, the next day, they don't come to school. I didn't know all this process. So my son came home and told the mother that today they were sitting in the library. The next day, he said they were sitting under the tree. And that's why I said there's a note in his bag. The note is that if they don't bring the fees, they usually come to school. And I was happy. Always, it's not that I don't have the money. But it's like they've not sacked them from school before. Why?
Royals one. This is a long one. Let me do it fast. If students are currently in school and parents are invited to discuss disciplinary action, the first thing that
Mr. Gates is
fill up the stand in front of
Yes.
the elders.
Oh,
Before
yes.
discuss disciplinary action, it will make the child mellow in school.
Yes.
Without having trouble. I'm enjoying the show. It was young. I mean, what have you got this morning? Good morning, Holly and Cree. Good morning, bro. The discipline at schools back in the days were too harsh. I went to Kingley Preparatory School at Abeka La Paz. I know the school is talking about. It's not too far from where I went straight away. La Paz, and they used to whip those who buy food from outside, but not in the school canteen.
Yes.
Just like animals.
Yes.
But you are not.
I'm not dead. Yeah, I'm not dead.
AK Repark, a listener live from Young Case, New York. Halifax kindly asked Sample, my name is Augustine Asari. Which year did he complete Ababo 1? It looks like Sample was my mate by then. I went to
Osofo Mako.
Back then.
Yeah.
1993 was the year group.
That was 1993. I know he was there in 1981.
You know what? I am still more happy.
About what?
I started by calling on society to rise up. It is not only about teachers, not only about parents, about the societal elders too. And run a new video of Facebook. DJB Bow Party Biase. And MC no editing no. And then Okan Kankasa. And basically, so what say the Okan and what the super ye? The university in the say MC no hype your moi kaya to the essence and branch or moabano. After dear or see Obianda Honon Bunim. Under them. After they are sorry free them, because you share rubber, polythene bag. After they are one polythene bag, no, the kotoho, narrow dross, boom. Musi oh, there were parties, and the teenage boys were doing it.
Where?
About 10 years
No, in Accra, Ghana.
And there were video in the process.
There were video, and I'm sure there were elders around.
I doubt.
Don't die.
Halifax, boom.
No one can say
The ones you send it to us.
Doubt as to whether elders.
Can't you name and shame? Are you afraid that?
Someone from Ghana said, at this point, who are you blaming?
We blame their parents. And we should identify them by collection. Go to house to house. Obile Bafene can Yamole, Agile Blantable Babona, Ayi Che, Ayi B. That is what we saw. Then I don't know your time. When you come to Accra and you don't have a legitimate reason for coming, coach your bus stop and I will focus.
Charlie. Only parents at home who are not disciplining their children. No. It has become a societal problem. A big societal problem. Let us rise up. Who's better not come at home?
I'm Yafi.
Parties is here, yo. Mike here comes. So this is it. I've been next. I mean, what? So society, it's not only about us, our kids who are in school, even those who are not in school in the society. I mean, what is happening?
We should go back. Because those days when you don't go back to school and they see you, like Sappho's story.
I mean, those who are not attending school at all.
But when I
when I was growing up, even in the party, I hear things like they can be a Jalab.
Nagbe. Simple. Halifax. Growing up, when they knock our main door, we all go back into the room. You don't come to the door to open. 0277 609 644 0277 609 644. Lumo Fato.
That is society. I saw this